Hello everyone. My purpose is to provide information that encourages others. How did I discover my purpose and how you can discover your purpose next on Papa Swag's Words of Wisdom and Encouragement. Welcome to Papa Swag's Words of Wisdom and Encouragement. This is the first time you're on my channel. On this channel we talk about life, the challenges that come in life, and how to overcome those challenges. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, subscribe to the channel and hit that red subscribe button below. Many years ago, at the church I attended in Baltimore, a man by the name of John Stanko came to our church. He had written a book called, I wrote this book on purpose, ... so you can know yours. From the time that I heard about that book, or read that book and heard his speaking, that's about the time I began to have a passionate hunger to understand what my purpose is and try to help others discover their purpose. And as I said earlier, my purpose is to provide information that encourages others. And so today I'm going to take a look at 3 very important areas that helped me discover my purpose. The first thing that helped me discover my purpose, and it's going to help you as well, is I found out what I love, or you may want to find out what you love to do. Or another word for that is passion. One of the things that I loved to do as a kid is find information. I loved information. Whenever I would go anywhere, I'd read all the billboards. When I would eat my bowl of cereal, my box of Cheerios, or my box of Rice Krispies, I would read the ingredients on the back and have dextrose this, and monosaturate that, and sodium this, vitamin A, and cinnamon, and niacin, and all kinds of vitamins and minerals. I would read that. The other thing that I remember as a child that really put that passion, love for information is the fact that we were when we would travel to my mom's hometown on Interstate 81 in Virginia. I think it was close to Roanoke, Virginia. There's a place called White's Truck Stop. And back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have the internet like you people do today. We had good old landline phones, and so they had something called wires. And so because it was a truck stop, there was this thing, I don't know if any of you out there can remember this, but there was this thing called a typewriter back in the last century, the 20th century, back when I was growing up, long in the olden days. And a typewriter had a keyboard on it, and it would automatically, and you'd have to type in. But at White's Truck Stop, there was a typewriter that automatically typed. They would get wires in from 2 news organizations called the Associated Press, which is the AP Press, or the UPI, or the United Press International. And they would, the reporters for those would send their news reports to these wires all across the country, and go to news organizations. And at this White's Truck Stop, they would wire into this little typewriter kind of gadget, and it would print off the information. I would sit there and watch as the news would be coming in from that, and it fascinated me, and I learned a lot about information and how I had a passion for information. So the very first thing in discovering your purpose is find out what you love, or also find out what you love to do. Somewhere in that mix is how you're going to discover your purpose. The second thing in discovering your purpose that helped me is discovering your personality gift. So for me, this happened, friends of mine, their names are, the friends of mine, Wayne and Susan, were our youth leaders back when I was 17 years old, and they gave us a test about what's called motivational gifts. It's based on a section of the Bible, Romans 12, verses 3 through 8, and there's 7 gifts in that particular section per passage of Scripture. The gifts are prophecy, service, teaching, exhortation or encouragement, administration or organization, giving, and a show of mercy or compassion. So there are 7 gifts there. And so we took this test when I was 17, and I tested out that I had the gift of encouragement. Well, at 17, you don't know how that fully blossoms, but as I've grown into that gift, I realized that my gift was encouragement. That's one of the reasons and I've said this before, one of the things that I like doing here, and one of the reasons I started this YouTube channel, is because there's so much negativity in the world. There's so much negative things. So many people blasting other people. And I just really believe that my gift of encouragement can help somebody and lift somebody up so that they can rise to the top, rise to their potential. And so as a person that has the gift of encouragement, I'm believing that Papa Swag's words of wisdom and encouragement will help people to fulfill or to maximize their potential. And so the second thing, like I said, is find out what your personality gift is. The very third thing, and discover my purpose, and what will help you, and probably more helping you than help me, is those common experiences you have on a daily basis, or what I like to call those deja vu experiences. What do I mean by that? Well, on a daily basis, there's things that seem to happen to you on a common basis. For example, for me, and it goes back to me providing information, is people will ask me questions because they believe I have that information. So I will be in a bookstore just looking for my own kind of book, and somebody will come and talk to me and ask me where the book is located, or what section of the store is that book located. Or I'll be in a grocery store and somebody will say, where can I find the boxes of cereals, or where can I find the box of Special K, and what aisle would that be in? And I'll be able to answer that question, because one of my purposes is to provide information that encourages others. The other thing that happens to me on a common basis, I could be out of town in a town that I'm not very familiar with, and somebody will ask me directions, and I'll be able to give them directions to where they need to go. That's the deja vu experiences, or the common experiences. And it's very hard to track. It's probably the hardest thing in discovering your purpose. It happens so common and so often that sometimes you miss it because it's so obvious. And so the third thing I want to say in helping you to discover your purpose, that would help me, is those common experiences, or what we're going to call the deja vu experiences. In the beginning, I talked about John Stanko coming to our church in Baltimore, and I referenced earlier he wrote that book. I wrote this book on purpose, ... so you can know yours. And by the way, in the description below, I linked to his website, purposequest.com. As well, there will be a link there to buy the book that I'm talking about. And so when I went on his website, purposequest.com, there's a lot of tools on that website that I use to help research and discover my purpose. And that's where a lot of those questions and answers I got to those questions. So again, here were the 3 ways I discovered my purpose. That was 1, find what you love, or find what you love to do. Number 2, find your motivational gift, or find your personality gift, based on Romans 12:3-8. And number 3, what is those common experiences? What are those deja vu experiences that happen to you on a daily basis that you can define? So these are the beginning steps on how to discover your purpose, the basic beginning steps on discovering your purpose. If you know what your purpose is, please let us know in the comments below, what is your purpose? And if you don't know your purpose, don't be discouraged, be encouraged. Leave a comment down below, and we would love to see what we can do to help you out, to try to get you on the path to discover your purpose. Ask questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them and see what we can do to help you get in the right path to discover your purpose. And then finally in the comments, well, let's have a conversation today about purpose. I would love to hear from you and hear what you have to say. If you enjoyed today's video, please smash that like button. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see some more videos from me or hear more videos, hit that red subscribe button. We're having a good time doing these videos, helping people overcome the challenges of life. Thank you for watching today's video. Hope it helped you in your journey to discover your purpose. And remember, be encouraged. You were created to do great things, and I'm here cheering you on. Till the next video, have a great week.